Let's get right to it. Today we're going to talk about operations management. My name is Jay. I'm a former senior operations manager with over 10 years experience. Operations managers, what exactly is that? So in that title you have several different roles. You wear many different hats. You do several different things, from production to profit and loss margins, to worry about the finances, KPIs, key performance indicators, several different things. But the question really always comes up is that what exactly is the role of an operations manager? What exactly is that? It's always the same, whether you're in a business, whether you're in manufacturing, production, logistics, or the service industry. It's almost always the same every single time. You are managing or directing direct labor reports, individuals working for you in your operation. The key thing to that is that you've got to remember is that they're doing the workload for you. They all have the same responsibilities. You have to understand that. The biggest thing is, and I see a lot of people that always make mistakes are when they first get into that operations role, is that they want to bark orders and point fingers and just tell people what to do. That's not exactly how it works. When you're an operations manager, you have to worry about several different factors. You have to worry about your infrastructure. You have to worry about your direct reports. You also have to worry about training, finances, what it takes to get the goal done, to get the job done. And that can take a lot. A lot of times people just can't figure it out. They don't know how to direct people the right proper way. One of the things I always learned, it was the best way of actually directing people, is simple as this: open, transparency, and good communication. As an operations manager, you've got to be communicative. You can't just point fingers and say what it is. You've got to tell people what it is. And sometimes it's going to take a little bit more explaining to do. If you have to break it down to where they understand it better, then that's what you have to do sometimes. There's different tools you can use for this. You can use email communication. You can use different things such as PowerPoints. But the point of the matter is that you've got to do it the right, proper way. Like I said, in these roles, you have several things you have to worry about. You have to worry about operations, which is in detailed of KPIs, financial stability, profit and loss margins, production put out, what exactly it is that you're putting in and what exactly is getting out of that. Where's the profit? What's happening with it? So on and so forth. But at the end of the day, your main goal is taking care of your people. That is the key thing right there. Your employees are driving workforce. You have to make sure that they're set up for success. Now, remember this very, very clearly. I'm not saying be personal with them. There are two things you have to remember. You have to separate personal and business. As an operations manager, it is a business type role, and you have to separate, because the reason why is sometimes you're going to make those tough decisions. Those decisions that you're not going to like. The decisions that are going to make you feel a certain way when you go home at night and you look in the mirror. They're tough, it's terrible, it's not fun. However, it's a business, it has to be done, and that's why you're in that role. If you agree with anything I've said here today, remember